Juju went to the Naval Observatory in Washington for a visit with Vice President Joe Biden and his wife, Jill. Now, they don't often talk about it, but their decades-long marriage is a famous Washington love story, and Juju, they are clearly best friends.
They really are. And, you know, we all know that there's been a lot of cynicism about political marriages, right? But the Bidens have a genuine love and respect for each other that's easy to see. At one point there, they pointed to the backyard of the residence and called their pool grandchild bait. They said, you know, they love to have the grandkids come over. They're a very tight-knit clan, and the center of it is a very sweet love story. Politics famously wreaks havoc on political marriages. Yours is not only a strong marriage, but a true love affair.
At least on my part. As long as we know that the career is less important than the marriage, then it works. And for us, it's this is no great love story. It's just, you know, it's what both our parents taught us. You just everything works if the marriage is working.
So you think political marriages have gotten a bad name?
I do. A lot of the couples we know and we've spent time with have really solid marriages. And I think this lifestyle is too tough not to really stick together. People say, oh, you know, everybody cheats in Washington. And that's not the truth. You have to have a strong marriage to survive it.
For this couple, it started 35 years ago when a young widowed father went on a blind date with a mature co-ed and fell madly in love.
Love at first sight.
Well, it sounds stupid, but really and truly, I mean, the second date we went out, I called her and said, would you do me a favor? Would you not go out with anyone again for a while?
And the boys literally asked that you marry her.
Bo said, Daddy, we were talking. We think we should marry Jill.
And they were the easiest part of the marriage.
5 years earlier, Joe Biden's first wife and mother of his two sons, Bo and Hunter, died tragically in a car accident along with their infant daughter.
We, my brother, Dad, and I married my mom, Jill. And they together rebuilt our family.
When we got married, I became their mom. I instantly quit my job and I did the mom thing.
She also went back and got a PhD and worked as a college professor.
It's known among your staff that they say we literally can't tell the vice president when Jill is around campus because he gets so distracted and so excited.
It's kind of embarrassing.
I think you're blushing now.
It's so obvious to everybody. I mean, it's, I drive her nuts because she needs some space. But when she's in, I said, well, why don't I go over and have lunch with her? And they said, no, she got something to do. And I was like, well, why can't, look, it's only across the street. Why can't I go eat my soup over there?
And my staff says he's coming over again. I'm blessed to have a husband who loves me so much, really.
So give the rest of us a break, okay? Something's got to annoy you. You must fight over something.
Oh, we fight over a lot of things. We're like every other couple. Love is hard. And I mean, it's not, there's nothing easy about it. I will not leave the house, I swear to God, until she kisses me and gives me a hug when we have a fight. Because you never know what's, I know in my own life experience. I think to myself, what would have happened in my previous circumstance had I had a big fight and then something happened? And so and that drives her nuts.
I understand that when you have a sort of policy dispute or you want to get his attention on a policy issue, you have a specific tactic.
Oh yeah, I always make my point on his bathroom mirror. A lot of times I scotch tape a point I want to make, or if I see an article in the paper that maybe shows my side or my point of view, and a lot of times we have the scotch tape going back and forth. So,
or I put up quotes. One way.
One-way scotch tape.
One way.
One-way scotch tape.
A practical joker, Professor Biden is known for her easy sense of humor.
Do you have fun together?
Besides making fun of me.
That's fun for a lot of wives. What does she make fun of you about?
Yeah, Joe, what could there be?
What could there possibly be? She makes fun of everything from whether or not I wake up in the morning, my hair's sticking up with the kids, to whether or not, you know, that I'm too serious. She'll kid it. I mean, I am the sport at the family dinner table.
For her favorite holiday, Valentine's, the second lady snuck into the vice president's White House office last year.
there's these big windows that are probably 10, 12 feet high. And almost every pane of glass, Jill had in lipstick. I don't know where you
No,
got the
they were poster paints.
and all in red, where Jill loves Joe, and all these hearts and Valentines, and it pleased me, but it didn't surprise me.
The White House Valentine. Now, I tried really hard to find out what was in store for this Valentine's Day, but it's like a state secret. But a funny story, the vice president had to propose to her 5 times and give her an ultimatum before she finally agreed. She said she wanted to be sure everybody was 100% sure before they rebuilt the new
It sure
family.
seems like they were. What a terrific story. And now he's got something to top on last year's Valentine's.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Juju, that was terrific. Thank you.